Hello everyone, welcome to What's Crafting Wednesday. Lisa here. Hope you'll be crafting along with me. I apologize about last week. I didn't realize my camera hadn't flipped when I started the Facebook Live. It looked today like it was okay. So since we had a little problem last week, I thought we would do a craft along again this week. We're going to be making a pinwheel card, but before we get started with that, let's move on to our drawing for the two Ghirardelli treat boxes from last week. I have the tickets here with the names from the comments, and just drop them all in. So let's see who last week's lucky winner is. Extra mix here, and let me see. I have a ticket. And it is Wendy. Well, congratulations, Wendy. I have these treat boxes here for you. Okay, everyone, today we're going to be making what's called a tower pinwheel card. It lies flat, is mailable, it fits in an envelope, and it, as I said, folds flat, and then it stands up, and when you're looking from above, it looks like a pinwheel. I think it was 2 weeks ago, my downline Patty had a team meeting, and her downline Shar brought this style card as a make and take for everyone. And I know there are directions out there for these cards and different sizes, but I know Shar did tweak it so that it does fit in a medium envelope, so it is mailable. So we will get started. I'm using Calypso Coral cardstock and Sweet Symmetry Designer Series paper. This is new in the 2021 to 2022 annual catalog. And for sentiments, I use the Pansy patch. And just on the back, I stamped a couple little flowers on the envelope, and I used that from the Sweet Strawberry. Reason being, it was still sitting out on a block on my craft table when I made this, so I figured I would put it to use. And Night of Navy ink and Calypso Coral ink, and the double oval punch. You also will need adhesive. I used both tear and tape and the multi-purpose glue. Some dimensionals and some the blue adhesive, what are they called? Bear with me. Blue Adhesive-Backed gems. And I thought we would also add some pearls today. So like last week, your craft along with me really is just so that you learn how to make the card, and then you can embellish it yourself on your own. I just wanted you to craft along and be able to make the card. So let's get started. I have my packet here, and I do have all the measurements here. But they also will be on my Facebook page once I do my editing after the live is over, and also it will be on my blog with the measurements and my YouTube. So we're starting with a 4 1/4 by 6 inch piece of cardstock, and we are going to, oh, what happened? Oh, this just, when I picked it up, this just popped out, so let me slide it back in. So we are going to score, I put on the 4 1/4 side, is that right? Or did I score it on the other side? Oh my goodness, what is wrong with me? Let me look at this. Did I score it this way or did I score it this way? Well, we're going to wing it because I don't remember from when I made this card. Let me just think about this. If we score it this way and this way and this way and that way, that's the right way. That's my mistake there. We are scoring it on the 6-inch side. So we're going to score it at a half. And I usually do my half on this side because it's easier to butt the paper. And then I flip it around. And we're going to do it at 1.5. And 2.5. And 3.5. Okay, and that is it for our scoring. And then you just need to fold on each of your scores. Just want to make sure you get good creases. And then I use tear and tape on this strip here. You could use whichever adhesive that works best for you. But with this flat this way, with your folds going that way, going to put your strip of adhesive across this 1/2-inch tab. And just get the backing off here. You could use the liquid tape, you could use the Seal or the Seal Plus, and fold this over. And then we're going to fold, just have this down, and then you're going to fold in on this second score. Make sure I have it right. My goodness, it's been so long since I made this. Yes. So fold this over and then fold it on your second score and then just push it down. And then again, just crease all of your scores. Okay, so that is the start of your pinwheel. So as you can see here, that is in the middle. And then we're going to add these wings onto the sides. So I have, and you should have also, 3 pieces of cardstock at 2.5 by 4 1/4. Did I put that right here? Oh, let me see. Plus 2.5 by 4 1/4. Got that one right. And now for this, I used the Tombow, the liquid glue, and I did one side so that you have it looking this way, one on each side, and then I added the other 2 after. So the best way to do it is to put your adhesive on here. And I find it best to push it down, and then you can see to line it up. Okay, so now your card looks like that. And then we have the other 2 pieces, so we're going to add one this way, and then the other one will be going in that direction. So just put this down and then add your adhesive here. And just line it up against the fold there. Got a little extra glue there. And once you make sure it's on straight, and just like to burnish it a little to make sure that it adheres well. So now you have the 3 sides, and then we're going to turn it around, and then the last one will go in this direction. So we're going to put this down and add the adhesive again. And then take, again, right up to the edge, Make sure it's straight. Then just burnish it so it adheres well. And now this here is your basic pinwheel. And then I just like to go over again with the scores just to make sure they're good. And then now all you need to do is embellish it, which is the fun part. So I have what I call the front of the card. So we'll start with that. And your DSP is 2 1/4 by 4. So you can, it doesn't really matter whichever way this, you want to open it. Just start it as the front of your card. Pretty patterns on this paper, isn't it? I had trouble deciding what color to use for the card base. So we'll just center that. And then this piece here is another 2 1/4 by 4. And I wanted the different patterns to show. And that will go right in there. And then this one here is 1 3/4 by 4. And again, I'll have all these measurements up on my Facebook page, blog, and YouTube channel. And it will be corrected because the scoring is done on the 6-inch side. Okay. Now we're going to go to the flip side, which I call the back side of it. And if you didn't, I left this blank here and here so that you could, write on it. But if you wanted a larger piece, instead of using a pattern paper, you could just put your whole basic white or very vanilla there, so you have more room to stamp and write. This one here is another larger piece. Just make sure as you're adhering them that you have if your paper is directional, that the pattern is facing in the right direction when you adhere it. It does look a little funny if you end up with your paper upside down. And then we have 2 more 1 3/4 by 4s, and I decided to use the flip side. We could have done it that way, but I decided, let me show you, open one up for you, to do it with the flip side. But you could really do it either way. Just wanted just a little extra color to it. I like to mix the patterns. And we have one more over here. All of the patterns in this pack, front and back sides of the DSP, coordinate. So you could use any mix. So that is your pinwheel card, and I chose the patterns on that side, but it could easily have been done that way as well. And I have a piece of scrap basic white here and a piece of Night of Navy. And on the scrap basic white, we're going to stamp our sentiment, and then we'll punch it out. So I have Happy Birthday from the Pansy patch set. And my punch. Thought I had gotten a piece of ink on there, but it must have just been a little piece of lint or dust I was looking at. So we're just going to center that and punch. And then we'll do one in the Night of Navy. And with this, I glued the sentiment to the scalloped piece. And then, of course, I use dimensionals. Just stick 3 on the back here. Oh, what happened there? And I just centered it in the front of the card. And now for the sentiment on the back, I use the Night of Navy ink again and another stamp from the Pansy patch set. And I just eyed it and stamped it in the center. Sorry, I hope my hair didn't just get in there. Okay, and then with Calypso Coral, I stamped the 2 flowers. I'll just take my scrap piece here. I actually stamped them off so they wouldn't be so bright on here in case you needed to write over it. Stamp off and stamp another one down there. And we'll just adhere this to the card. And I just centered it on there. And now we'll just do a little embellishing. On the front, I added some of the blue Adhesive-Backed gems. And these come in, they have the lighter and the darker blue on it. I use the darker. And then on the flip side, I just added one at the end of the sentiment. And after I looked at the card, I thought that perhaps it needed some pearls in the center of the flowers. So we'll add that now. And I'll put them on my original one as well. So when you see the pictures after on my blog, they will not have the pearls because I've already taken the photos and edited them. And all that's left is the envelope. And I just took the flower, and this one I stamped full strength. I did not stamp off. So my crafty friends, that is it. Looks quite impressive when someone sees this, but as you can see, it really is quite an easy card to make. So I hope you crafted along with me today. If you didn't, I do hope that you make one of these cards and send me a picture and share with me what you stamped. Okay, everyone, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about today's card. If you like this style card, if you've ever made it before, just say hello if you'd like, because you know I love reading your comments. Well, thanks for joining me today. I do look forward to seeing your Pinwheel cards. Little reminder, today is the last day to order from the January to June mini catalog. Retires tonight at midnight. Also, no Facebook Live next Wednesday. I will be back the following Wednesday, which offhand I'm not sure of the date. Let me say, might be the 14th. But no Facebook Live next Wednesday. I'll be back the following Wednesday. Okay, everyone, thank you very much for joining me. Have a great and crafty 2 weeks, and I will see you soon. Thanks. Bye.